before I go to sleep. It seems to be the only thing that keeps me out cold. I like it hot, but I prefer to freeze. If you need me, you can find me on the South Pole. Do we really have to go through this again? Winter always hits so hard in Michigan. If you sleeping on my come up, you a missing friend. Did you mixin' Zannies with your lick again? I don't have to tell you twice. I don't have to ask you nicely. I just went and booked my flight. Save like 10% on all my fees. You won't ever have to catch me slipping. Feeling fake, you know I know the difference. Where one set, you know I go the distance. I think it's time we sort the facts from fiction. Hey, ducks in a row, yet I don't hear a peep. Box with this bowl, I think I packed this shit just way too deep. Blood can't be blessed, I found a swish of sweet. I roll it up and then I smoke it till I feel that heat. Do I really have to go through this again? Winter always be so cold in Michigan. If you sleeping on my come up, you a missing friend. Did you mixin' Zannies with your lick again? I don't have to tell you twice. I don't have to ask you nicely. I can't see you from this height. Swimming with the stars, that's light speed. You won't ever have to catch me slipping. Real and fake, you know I know the difference. Wait, one set, you know I go the distance. I think it's time we sort the facts from fiction. Yeah, catch me slipping. No, you won't. You won't ever catch me slipping. No.
Nah.
Hey,
bitch.
You won't ever have to catch me slipping. Real and fake, you know I know the difference. Wait, one set, you know I go the distance. I think it's time we sort the facts from fiction. Hey, yeah, won't you catch me slipping? No, real and fake, you know I know the difference. Wait, one set, you know I go the distance. I think it's time we sort the facts from fiction. Yeah, facts from fiction. Yeah, facts from.
What's going on, guys? This is the Loner Lounge podcast, back with another episode, man. I appreciate y'all tuning back in. And today I got a guest with me, and I got to be honest with you guys, man. I'm actually very excited about this one because I've been researching this dude and going through his catalog all day. The motherfucker is fire. I mean, there's not really no other word to say about the shit. He's a very, very creative guy, man. He's got such a unique style to him that I haven't heard before. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this man introduce himself to you guys. Well, he goes by the name of John Penman. I'll put his name out there, but I'll let him kind of give you guys, you know, a little bit about him from the jump, man, so we can kind of get this going. Go ahead and do your thing, John.
Man, first of all, thank you for the kind words. That's first of all, thank you for, you know, going through the catalog, because that's, you know, it's what I put all my fucking work into. So it really makes my brain happy when people actually listen to it. That's, you
fucking
know,
dope, man.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, it's like, I don't even know what it is. That's the thing. People, I get asked a lot, like, what genre do you classify yourself as? And I have no answer for that still. And like, people say that, oh, you should have an answer that's professional, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's sometimes it's rap, sometimes it's more hip hop, because there is a difference.
Right.
Sometimes it's more neo soul type vibes, you know. Sometimes it's straight chopped and screwed. It's like,
dude, you took me on such a damn roller coaster ride when I was going through your music, man. Because like, you got the old school hip hop flavor tracks, you got the new school type of shit with the trappy feel, you got the chopped and screwed type of shit with this unique fucking sound to this. I was just like, this guy is what the fuck is this? I said, this is what I've been looking for, because I've fallen out of love with music over the last few years because everything's getting fucking repetitive and sounding the same. I said, this dude is literally, how the fuck is this guy not like on the fucking big screen already? Like, this dude is so creative. He's fucking unique. I love uniqueness in music, man. And I'll tell you that you took me on a roller coaster ride with your catalog, man, for real.
I appreciate that, man. It's important to, I mean, what you just said is like one of my main goals is, you know, aside from just teaching people to just love one another, that's kind of the main thing. But like you fucking hit the nail on the head. It's so boring out in the music world. It's like, even myself, I find myself listening to mostly podcasts these days because so much music is just shit. And if it's not shit, it's shit that I've just listened to countless times, and maybe it's just like, I don't want to hear Good Kid, Mad City for the billionth time, you know. I gotta give it a rest. I've abused that album, and many like it. So
yeah, man, absolutely though. And so that's one thing, and everybody that's listening, man, trust me, you know, we're both grown men here, man. So, you know, I've never been one of those dick riding guys that just ride a wave, but I do got to tell this man why he's here, man. Trust me, we need people like you in this game, man, because like I said though, I've been searching for something unique to get into musically for years now, and I finally came across John Penman. Your visuals, very fucking creative, man. You're very energetic in your videos and shit. You really got like an acting type of thing going where you can like play roles and you just do all kind of creative shit. So I do want to kind of get into some questions with you so we can get this ball rolling, man. First of all, let the people know where you're from, man.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan. Just the whole state. I can't really say a city because I never really was able to stick around to one city, but you know, it's a great state. It's very cold and sometimes hot in the same day, and it's really fucked up. It's really weird, but the people are great here.
Got you. Okay. So I want to get into this, man, because I always ask the artists I interview this question because I'm always curious. Do you remember the very first time you ever got introduced to hip hop? And could you tell us about that moment?
I think, yeah, it's a collection of moments, but like the one that's like the most present in my mind is when my dad put on this Too Short cassette in his shit. Yeah. In the ghetto, talking about the ghetto, and that came on, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, who's this singing? And then all of a sudden I hear, you know, the streets is bumping, lights burned out, okay, you know, I was like, holy shit, who the fuck is this?
Short Dog, man,
dude, I could not believe it. He's so after that I was obsessed, and like it was moments like that. I forgot who else I had heard before that. My dad had played like some Rakim before. He wasn't really a hip hop head, but he had played like some good shit. So I think I just kind of heard it peripherally.
Right. Well, shout out to your dad for putting you on, because damn, man, you damn sure came in the doors blazing. But that's interesting though, man. I don't hear a lot of artists tell me that their introduction to hip hop was actually a Too Short song, because I think he's so slept on because he's been in the game so damn long. It's like shit, you know, this guy's been around so long. But that's cool, man, because a lot of people don't really know too much about Too Short, especially in my area. I'm down south, so you know,
he's the greatest. He's
and he's been doing this shit so damn long. I hope to have the longevity he has one day. That guy,
man, he reminds me of Warren G in a lot of ways, because it's like just smooth, but he's not entirely Warren G. He's a little more rappy than Warren G. I don't know what it is. He's great though.
Absolutely, man. So I also want to get this out to my listeners, man, because I gotta know, man. How did you develop this unique style that you got? How did you develop that shit, man? Was it natural? Did you work on it? What was it?
I took a lot of acid when I was younger.
Okay,
and so yeah, I had to quit that. But it like got to a point where like all I could see was like I couldn't write just music anymore. Like it was like I was writing. Like the ideas were so grandiose, it felt almost like it started as mental illness, man. Like it started really like I was really fucked up and confused, but I found a way to channel it into like, you know, instead of just feeling like bad for myself with, I have all these ideas and my head's full of them, you know, I found a way to be like, okay, what if I can make these songs into like operas in a way? So it's like these, it's not just a song, it's like the words come and then the visuals come at the same time, and then I start hearing the song, and then it like starts kind of like melding together. Pardon my kind of ranting, man, but it's just like it's hard to piece how it happens, but it's like they each song ends up just coming as a whole project as opposed to like just music. And I think that's kind of how it started. It just started with just kind of exploring these crazy ideas and seeing how I can put them together. And ultimately I was trying to do it so I would like stay mentally healthy, and it ended up just being a great outlet. So I stuck with it, and now it's this.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't know about the, the mental illness aspect of it. And I have heard a lot of people, me included, when I used to do music, that's exactly the reason I did it for, because, I'm a loner. So I don't, I got excessive brain activity. So, all day long, I don't really have a whole lot of people to get this shit out to. So music was definitely an outlet for me. I understand that part, man. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy though, because I can't pinpoint your style either though. Cause I mean, it's nothing I've never really heard before. And that's just so awesome to me, man. Cause I mean, back in the old days, everybody was the first of their style. They were the first, they were trendsetters and shit. And we don't have that anymore. And the fact that I came across you, man, it made me reminisce on good times when people were actually setting trends out here. And you ain't scared to try nothing. Like, I can tell your energy's so damn crazy and you're just so creative that you ain't scared to do shit. Like, you'll go for it. And if it works, it works. And if it don't, that's the vibe I get from you.
Yeah, because like some of them, like, I mean, and people see my YouTube, like there's some songs that perform better than others, and that's just how it is. Like, and that's totally fine. And I kind of use that almost as like beta tests in a way. Like, I'm very analytical with it. So I look at it, not only as art, but I also do look at it as, as the product from a business standpoint. And so when certain products test better, it tells me certain things about my market. Now, does that make me make different music? I don't give a fuck. Like, I make what I make, but it does let me know, okay, perhaps maybe maybe I can put a little bit more energy into like the 90s boom baps type style, like, cause I saw that those were getting a little bit more views. So I thought, okay, well, I guess maybe that, maybe that's working. And it's like the fans are my gauge of what works, what doesn't, what does work, and maybe they just aren't connecting with, and also just sometimes like what sucks. Like sometimes I'll be able to tell, like, if I'm just putting out something whack, which I think it's good to be knocked down a peg every now and then. Like, if you're really actually making something whack, like.
Absolutely, man. I mean, we're all human at the end of the day, so we're gonna trial and error and learn this, figure this shit out along the way. But I do kind of want to get in. There was one song I heard by you in particular, man. The fucking mood of it and just the vibe of it, though, and your vocals on it just fucking put me in a place, man. Now the song's called LRZ. Does that stand for something, or is it like an acronym?
Yeah, it's a name. It's an important person in my life.
Okay. Well, it's a personal track then, man. I won't, try to get into that too deep if you don't want to, man. But definitely. Okay, go ahead, man. Let us know how that song came to be, man. It's a very, very good song.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm really happy you said that, because actually that's one of the songs that doesn't perform as much, because
oh shit,
I don't really know why. I think it's because I never really promoted. I promote more of the rap ones, like. I think I use more of my ad money on those, kind of
right.
Promoting and stuff. But that one, LRZ, came around after a really bad breakup. That it was a short relationship, man. Like, it was like 9 months, but it was really intense. And like, I don't know, like, it just like, I kept on hanging on to the feelings about this girl, like, long after we had broken up, and like, not feelings like feelings, but more so just like, why the fuck am I still thinking about her? It's just like, ridiculous. Right. So when I was writing this one, I was just in my car and I was smoking a blunt. I was kind of just like, admittedly, I think I was crying, kind of like just being sad. And I was like, okay, I can't like live in this situation anymore. And I just started thinking about kind of like not like blaming everything on her, for once, and kind of taking like responsibility for my part in it, which is reflected in the lyrics, where it's like, the chorus is, I got a lot to give and I know you got to leave, you know, but give me one more kiss before you go. And it's like, because that's kind of the reality of the situation. It's like, you know, I'm writing it from a 3-4 years, you know, post that relationship, where it's like, look at, like, I got better. It's almost like a letter of saying, like, look, I did better, like you wanted me to. And but, you know, 4 years later, you're it's too late. So you have to reconcile that, you know, you did all that work and it's not for nothing. That's the thing. You got, like, that was really important, is that it's like, you still, the message, or not the message, the gift of being able to change and become a better person, even if you don't get to share it with that person that you wanted to, it's okay. Like, you still got, you know, something out of it. And me and her are still good friends. So it ended up working out, being able to keep it at, like, a healthy distance. But yeah, that song's a motherfucker, man. It, like, it's tough to sing live sometimes.
I can imagine. I mean, with a backstory like that attached to it, man. But it is great that you're still, you know, friends with this woman, and you know, yeah, that's just how life is sometimes, man. You know, some shit just isn't for that certain specific day and time. You know, sometimes, you know, we know it wasn't meant for that era, man. But you know, I didn't know you wrote the song that long after. So I mean, but definitely, man, the way the song was put together, bro, and your vocals on it, I mean, it just puts you in some kind of zone. It's hard to explain it, but when I listened to it, just the music and then the way you came on with the melody, it was just, I was like, this shit it's like some serious mood music, but it just moved. It just I don't know, it puts you in some kind of mental space. It was cool as hell. Very, very good song, man.
That's
Absolutely.
like, it's like, that's literally what I'm trying to do, is just put, like, whatever feeling that I'm feeling, that usually is like you were saying, man, like just, I'm a loner too, like, just having that excess, like, buzzing energy. It's like, you got to get it somewhere, and it feels almost like a fucking laser, you know. It feels like I channeled, like, all this fucking energy into this super intense just beam of, like, fucking whatever it is, and then I don't know, then it just becomes a mood. And then I had to, like, even with making the video, you know, I sit there, I just get, like, usually, admittedly, I get really high and I just start making the videos on my phone. I edit them, I just edit all of them on my phone, and it, like, it brings, like, another dimension to the songs and stuff. So that's kind of, I don't know, LRZ actually probably wouldn't have existed without the idea for the video first, because the video idea came before the song.
Oh wow, okay. That's interesting, man. But you know, and it's just one of those things where, I mean, literally, man, that song, I mean, it was, I didn't know it was that personal to you, but I definitely could feel some kind of emotion in the song, like when you were singing it and all that. I knew it was coming from some kind of real place, man. But definitely do want to promote that song out, man, on my platforms and everything. That, you know, I need people to know who John Penman is, man, because the guy is fucking dope. You know, I know he's going places, man, because that actually brings me to the next song I want you to talk about, and it's actually, I think, a little older than the rest of them, but it's called Winter. Man, the visuals and the song, just, I mean, the shit was fly, man. And you look like you had a shitload of fun in that video, by the way. I did. It was a crazy video. That, like, it's got a shitload of views on it, my man. That's a big deal.
It was intense. I didn't really expect that. Like, I had some ads do, you know, decently well, but I didn't have, like, a video do well up until that point. So I was like, okay, cool. People like it. So, but I haven't made any music like that since. Up until kind of like this year, so there's stuff similar to that coming out.
Okay, I'm definitely staying tuned for that, man, because this, like I said, that song right there, man, I watched it, to be honest with you, just totally honest, I watched it like 6 times back to back.
Oh man,
a little bit earlier, man, because it was just so damn turned up, and just like you was going crazy in that video. And like I said, that was like your artistic shit. Once again, man, the video, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what the fuck it is, but it's just some cool shit that you can't really clock, you know. But it's like, damn, this shit was like, just, I don't know how to fucking explain it, but shit was raw. I'll tell
you what it was exactly. It was at, you can look at this online too on Google Maps, because I don't live there anymore. 2025 East Maple Road in Birmingham, Michigan, 2025. It was these apartments that I was living in with my girl, and we, this, like, we're talking like a small basement. Like, we're talking, I don't even know, maybe like, I think it was something like 16 feet by 10 feet, like super small. And so we were just, we were about to be moving out. And so we had to repaint the walls and everything. And so I was like, okay, well, if we're going to do this, then maybe I can shoot a video. So I just thought, like, what if I make it like a total, like what if I make it like a winter paradise down there? Like, I thought, okay, like maybe so I went to Michael's. I ended up spending, I think, like $600. I got like a ton of like fluff for fake snow and a bunch of other shit. And this, I mean, all the stuff in the video, a bunch of fabrics. Right. And I spent basically 2 days. I like called off work. I was in quotes sick. And I just hung up all this fabric and I was spraying shit all over, and I was putting glitter everywhere. Dude, I swear there's glitter still. I'm in a different fucking place. We still find glitter in our shit. It's
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, it's terrible. It was so much. It was so much glitter.
Dude, that shit worked, man. I guess all the shit the 2 days you put into setting up that stage, man, that shit worked, because it was just, I don't know, man. That shit was fucking fly to me, man. Like, and it was, I knew that it was like I know there wasn't no high budget video, but it sure as fuck looked like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I spent total with after editing $1,000.
Holy shit, it looks like a lot more expensive than $1,000. I'm not gonna lie.
Man,
you damn sure did good with what you had at that moment. See, this is what all the artists listening need to realize and understand. Learn from John Penman here, guys. He took about $1,000 and he made a video that looked like it costed probably 10 grand. So if you can learn some work ethic, go follow this man and watch what he does. I'm telling you, you're gonna learn some shit. This guy is very efficient. I didn't know that he spent that little to make such a high quality video, man. But it really was your stage presence though in that video that kind of set the tone for me with that particular video, man, because you was feeling that shit, man. I could tell.
Oh yeah, I like to, like, I also like to enjoy my own music. Like, I like to make stuff that I like, because I like to listen to my own music from time to time, not like all the time. I'm not like a jackass, but right. I like, it's in my playlist every now and then, but it's like, if I didn't, why would I do it? And then on top of that, like, even the people that were in the video, it was just a Facebook post. I was like, hey, doing this thing. Here's some pictures of all this shit in my basement. Who wants to come destroy it all? Because that's literally what happened during that video. We like fucking destroyed it.
Oh shit.
And people commented, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And I said, I'll order. I think I ordered pizza for everyone. That's how I bribed them to get there. So it was great. Yeah, we had jets. It was really good.
Oh man, yeah, that shit was definitely dope, man. Definitely want to promote that one as well. So I got a few more questions for you, man. Let's do the damn thing here, man. I really want to get to know a little more about you. So let me ask you this: do you produce your own music, or?
So for the beats, sometimes, and sometimes not. Mostly now, no, because I do like going over other producers' stuff. There's something about the collaborative element that just feels like everybody eats.
Right.
And it just feels a little bit less like I'm doing every fucking job. Like, I just want to be the artist. I don't want to be the
right.
So, yeah. So I used to have a studio, but I sold all of it. I only have like a little laptop studio set up with Pro Tools now, just for like ideas. But I go to a producer now that he's more of an engineer. He doesn't produce my beats, and I mostly get stuff off of BeatStars, and I just kind of sit there for hours looking for something good and hoping that it is writable. Yeah, I kind of forgot what your question was. Sorry, I just trailed off.
Oh no, man! I was talking about, do you produce your own music? But yeah, I mean, your beat selection though, man. I mean, you definitely know what the fuck you're doing when you're looking for beats, because you choose beats that complement your style and vibe so well. So, kudos to that.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I don't know. If I wear too many hats, I get distracted.
Oh, I understand that completely, man. Let me ask you this: do you play any instruments yourself?
Yeah, I play drums, piano, bass, saxophone a bit, and then
shit.
like a variation of like percussion instruments and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, man. Since you do play your own instruments, how long have you been playing learning how to play instruments?
So I started with piano when I was 3. I'm 25 now, so piano at 3, and then my parents they staggered me. I was blessed to actually be able to have them even give a fuck. So that's really that's something. As fucked up as they made my life in other ways, at least they gave me music, man.
Right.
They started me on piano at 3, and then I started on drums, I believe, at 4. And then I really wanted to play guitar, and they started me on guitar at 5, but I sucked, so I stopped. And then I started on like other shit like bass and saxophone and stuff when I was like 10, 11.
Wow.
And then other stuff kind of came as it came. I try to learn new instruments all the time. I got like a couple of new African instruments actually that I had found from moving that my sister got me like when I was a kid, and I lost them, and they're really cool. One's a koto and one's a shamisen, and they're really dope. They sound amazing, so I'm learning to play those too.
Okay, definitely, man. So I mean, what instrument would you say is your favorite, the one that you always have to play, you can't go too long without playing it?
Piano. That's okay. I gotta have my piano like physically with me everywhere.
Okay, I got you. Definitely, man. I like that. See, that's real artistry mindset to have, because like a lot of artists these days, man, I don't think they even know how to play a recorder,
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That's really cool, man. That's an old school vibe that you got with that though, man, like really wanting to learn the live instruments. So that kind of leads me to my next question, bro. Do you like performing? Have you ever performed with a live band?
Oh yeah, I used to, like, before I started doing rap stuff, I was in metal bands, so I was always the drummer.
Shit.
And like, I can send you some stuff after this. There's like there's actually my last band that I was in, as I was actually putting out that the Showdown on YouTube. That was basically the last metal band I was in, and I drummed for them, and it was like alternative rock. So that, yeah, I've been like doing like that shit for ages, man. It got sour, and people are fucking shitty, and nobody works hard, and you gotta like, you got 5 motherfuckers, and if 4 of them aren't working as hard as you, then it's all fucked. So I was like, fuck this, I'm doing my own shit.
Right, that was a good choice, man, because you damn sure kicked the door down running. So let me ask you this. I guess it's safe to say, well, I guess it ain't safe to say, but do you like performing better with a live band or with the audio track like most rappers do in the background? What's your funnest way to perform?
I do it now with a track behind it, but I don't have my vocals in it. I just have like little backing stuff, or like sometimes like effects. Like when I do a set, I specifically book a session with my producer, and I go in there and I put all of the songs back to back, and the instrumentals of them, and we kind of chop them up, and we put like, I'll tell him, it's kind of like I'm directing and he's like engineering, and it's just kind of an hourly thing, and we put like sound effects and all sorts of like cinematics and all like drops, effect, so much shit. Like we make it like really dolled up and really a fucking production. So I try to make it as good as I can with that. That being said, if I were to get like a label budget eventually without any bullshit involved, I would love to play with a live band recreating the beats. That's like ideal. Wow.
Yeah, that's see, man, yeah, you definitely got an old soul when it comes to the hip hop in general and just music, because I don't think anybody doing music these days, especially the hip hop side, would even feels like they don't even really care for live musicians and stuff like that. So that's real interesting, man. So let me ask you this, man. I think I seen you promoting online that you just did a show, right? Last night.
I did one about a week ago, okay. And then but the one that you're seeing last night was probably the thing with me and Joseph Coney Island.
Yeah, it was a big old stage, it looked like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so we're performing there this Sunday, and we were doing like a promotion kind of podcast thing yesterday, so I uploaded a snippet of that. But yeah, that's gonna be a really fun one.
Oh yeah, man. It looked like it, man. It looked crazy. So go ahead and give the people, the details on that, where they can go check if they want to come see you or, anything like that. Let them know, man.
Absolutely. So it's going to be this Sunday, the 25th, and it's going to be at Imagine Theater in Royal Oak, like the movie theater. And they have a stage inside the movie theater, and the fans will be sitting in the seats, and it's going to be pretty fucking cool. They'll probably be able to have popcorn if they want. That's unique. So,
right.
I don't know. It's gonna be fucking cool. We're trying to set up some sort of like live stream, but we don't want to like promise it because we want to make sure that we can actually do it before we say anything. But hopefully we'll be able to for the out of state people that aren't able to see it. We're gonna try to make it like a VR experience if we can. So it'll be like a couple of cameras on the stage, and then also we're gonna have a couple people sitting in seats with like a view specifically from their seat to make it, if you wanted to put on VR goggles, it'd be like almost like you were literally right there.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah, and we're gonna have it all recorded as well. So I'm gonna try to release the live performance as like a DVD in a way, but not literally on a DVD, but like I'll probably release it on YouTube or something like that.
Right, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that, man. Definitely got to keep in tune with that because you got a new fan right here. Definitely, no bullshit, man. So let me ask you this. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you this. When I was checking your catalog out, I also noticed that you did a full visual album.
Yep.
I've never really heard people do that before. That was very fucking creative, man. What sparked that idea?
Full honesty, Frank Ocean did it, and I was like, oh wow, like I couldn't even believe it. Like, if you have you ever seen his visual album Endless?
I have not seen his visual album. No.
Oh, dude. Okay. First of all, if you dude, this, I'm not even gonna say anything about it. Just if you go on YouTube, there should be like a bootleg version of it. Just type in Frank Ocean Endless full version or whatever. It's so good. And he doesn't do fucking anything in the movie. He literally builds a staircase, man. Like, that's it, in black and white.
Shit.
But the music is fucking beautiful. And you sit there, like, at night, it's a vibe, bro. Smoke one and just chill with it. It's unbelievable. Anyways, I digress. Oh, I get so excited about that album.
I love it, man. I love it.
But I saw that and I thought, fuck, I could do that. I bet I could. And I had no idea how to, because at that point I had never edited a video ever. So I took it upon myself to start practicing with kind of like I studied how people practice big projects, and I looked at how doctorates, when they're in their doctorate programs, they'll do, thesis and like a fucking, there's another paper that they do. And they do these like big research projects basically leading up to the PhD. And so I thought, okay, if the PhD is the visual album, then I need to make, a thesis, which is like, basically I was trying to convert it into, let's make tiny little music video tests to see my proficiency with video editing. And so I made like the Seance music video, the Rescue Me music video, and a few others, and the Rap Money Moves Faster music video, and finally got to a point where I was like, okay, I think I get the hang of this editing program, which again is on my fucking phone. So I'm editing and doing all the filming on an iPhone, whatever this one is.
Wow.
with the 3 cameras. But it's yeah, so I just started doing it, and then I put together the album first, but I had all the visuals like in mind. I knew exactly like what every single one was, and so it involved just filming them all. And the one that took the most effort and money was String Theory, because I had this whole idea about it being on the Amtrak, because it was supposed to represent, this whole idea. I'm not even going to get into that. And that ended up being like I had to literally take a trip that I didn't really want to take, because I had to get on an Amtrak to go somewhere and then film elsewhere. It was pretty ridiculous. But
That's dedication, man. Somebody put yourself in some shit that you don't really want to fucking do. I like that, man. Yeah, but I gotta tell you though, buddy, like the fucking visual album, man, you nailed it, man. Like the whole damn thing, I couldn't skip any video when I started watching it, bro. It was just vibe from start to finish. You did your fucking thing, considering you did that shit with an iPhone, man. Get the fuck out of here. And you was a newbie with the video editing shit. You did your fucking thing, man.
Thank you, man. I tried really hard. I tried really fucking hard.
It looked like it. It showed, man. Definitely. Always was taught, man. Hard work, damn sure it pays off in the end. And you fucking nailed it. I literally, man, I've never seen anybody from my era do a fucking visual album before. That shit was crazy.
It took a lot of fucking work. Like
I imagine so, man. Especially if you was doing all of it yourself. Jesus.
It was a lot. It was a lot of hey, can you come with me real quick and hold this camera? It was a lot of that. It was like none of the people that were filming me were professionals at all. It was always like a friend or whatever. And this, bro, man, let me tell you about the string theory one. I just want to get into this real quick.
Let's do it.
Taking that trip to film that video, I took the Amtrak to Chicago, and I'm on the Amtrak for most of it, you know, filming. And like, I had this thought of like filming walking up to the Amtrak. So we literally had to get the shot right in one shot. We didn't have another chance because the other shot involved getting off the train in Chicago, and you're not like, we wouldn't have the same opportunity. So I had this whole idea, blah, blah, blah. We get there. I almost ended up getting robbed and killed in Chicago because these people that were in the hotel room across from us ended up getting into our hotel room. A lot of shit happened, and I was able to escape with my phone and my wallet and my life.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So like it's this. After that, I was fucking destined. I was like, I'm gonna make the rest of this fucking album if it kills me, because it almost did. And so, yeah.
Damn, man. Well, that's a hell of a way to get motivated to finish a project, ain't it?
Fuck yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it out of that okay, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, was not comfortable.
Definitely, man. The visual album, man. I do, to be honest with you, though, man, I think that could be the fucking future of music, man, in general, though, because it's such a dope. Everything's visual nowadays, anyway. You know, people are all into visuals. You know, the attention span of people nowadays, it's all just quick visual. So the way that you structure that, I definitely think you on to a big thing pursuing that lane. Do you plan on doing that again with future projects?
Yeah, I don't plan on putting out a song without a video ever.
Oh,
that's something that I can promise. It may not be like another visual album per se. I bet I will do another one, but
right.
Yeah, I enjoy doing the visuals quite a bit.
Well, I gotta tell you, I can't wait to see where you end up at with it. You know, how skilled you get with it, because you seem to be a real dedicated person when it comes to your art form. So I can only imagine how damn good you're gonna be in fucking 3 years versus when you made that first one. So that's gonna be interesting for me as a fan, just to see the growth of that, because I know when you put your head, and I know you're one of those people that's gonna just fucking stay in that pocket and focus until you get the shit professional, real on a high level. So I can't wait to see the growth on that, man.
I'm excited too. I appreciate that too, man. It's a process, and I guess I'll just have to see where I'm at. I'm only 25, so I got some time to move around.
Right. And I just heard your your kid right there in the background, man, barking. I seen on your videos you had some Frenchies, it looked like. Yeah,
that's Rue and Maeve.
Yeah, let's get into those, man. I love dogs myself, man. So how long you had them?
We've had Maeve for like a year or so. Maeve is the tan one, and Rue is the black one, and we've had her for almost a year as well.
Very good looking dogs, man. Those Frenchies that's a fly breed, man, for real.
I love them. My girlfriend just corrected me. We've had Maeve for 2 years. I guess I forgot.
Okay, I got you, man. Definitely though, man. And I think I seen another post, man, where I think you had 2 older golden retrievers, it looked like.
Yeah, they were labs. Yeah, they died.
Yeah, that's what I was reading, man. I was like, damn, I've been through that myself, and I get real attached to my damn dogs. I hate that shit, man.
Yeah, it was fucked up, but they were fucked. I mean, they were in such bad health. They we saw it coming. So, you know, I mean, it's sad as shit, but it's like, it is what it is.
Right. You know, yeah, man, absolutely. I just wanted to throw that in there, man. I heard your kid back there talking in the background, so I was like, shit, let's talk a little bit about him. You know, it was a real beautiful dog, man. I seen it on the pictures and in the videos and shit. It seems to really be camera oriented, man. The black one, I think it was, always in the videos and shit, walking up to you.
Yeah, she's very social. I just like including her in things. She likes to be in the videos, so I figure why not.
That's cool, man. All right, so I do got a question that I'm interested in personally, and for my listeners to get to know John Penman a little bit more. What do you do for entertainment outside of music or the internet in general?
Outside of the internet. So that cancels out playing GTA 5 from time to time. That's pretty good. What do I do for entertainment? I do like my day job, admittedly. I landscape. It's pretty hard work. It's pretty fun. I listen to podcasts all day and rehearse all day when I do it, so it's pretty freeing. I like to hang out with my lady and my dogs, man. That's pretty much it. That's my jam. I like to eat good food. And that's it, man. Smoke a little weed. Fuck it.
That sounds like a hell of a downtime right there. I like that, man.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, so let me ask you this. I guess it all kind of intertwines, but I'll ask it anyway, man, just to see what you say. So how do you spend like an off day? You know, let's say you get a damn day. I don't know, you seem like a busy man, but let's say you just get a day where you ain't got no business to tend to, man. What is John Penman doing that day?
Let's see here. If I'm trying to be responsible, I might hold off on smoking until PM, and I might try to like take a bike ride. I have this electric bike. It's like a little fold-up electric bike, but it goes like 25 miles an hour, so I like to zoom on that bitch.
Okay.
And that's pretty fun. And shit, man, I don't even know what else. I mean, me and my girl really like to go and get like food, like good food. That's a pretty good hobby of ours. So I think that's probably my favorite thing to do on a day off, is be able to go and like get some real good ass food and treat yourself. You know, it's rewarding. I mean, you don't get to have the food for years and years, but you get to remember the experience of how fucking good it was.
Right. Now, I'm glad you said that, man, because you're talking to a big foodie right here, man. I love good food. So I want to go ahead and get into this then, man. What's your favorite dish that you can't go too long without eating?
Oh, Lord. It's probably at this is gonna sound so ridiculous, but like it's this dish at this restaurant me and my girlfriend go to. It's called pomme puree. It's these potatoes, man. It's like what is it? Is it a half pound of butter?
So it's a 2-to-1 ratio of potato and butter.
A 2-to-1 ratio of potato and butter.
Oh shit.
So it's fucking ridiculous. It's a heart attack, but it's so good, man. It's so good.
Yeah, the best food will fucking kill you quick. That's a damn shame, man.
It's really
good. Who the fuck
made
it like that?
I don't know. I'm glad they did. And their mac and cheese, their whole menu. That restaurant is really good.
What's the name of it again?
Prime and Proper. It's like absurdly expensive, so it's like, you go there every now and then and you just fucking go to town.
Yeah, I was just about to say, man, with the name, I just remember the name you called it, what it was called, man. That shit sounds very expensive. It's out of my brain.
They'll do the dumbest shit. They'll charge like for a side of asparagus. They'll charge you like $14 and you're like, fuck you.
For some fucking asparagus?
Yeah, literally for some asparagus.
Oh, they can eat shit, man. Oh, fuck that. $14 for asparagus. That's out of line, man.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, you avoid that. You go for the pomme puree.
Okay, got you. So let me ask you this, man. Have you ever been down south in the States?
I have in the States, man. Yep. Like not really, not enough to be able to be like yes. I've been to Florida a couple times. Went to Atlanta when I was a kid, like once. I really have no memory of that, but man, I want to get down there, especially like Texas. That sounds fun. Right.
Yeah, because I just wanted to ask you in case, because the South, man. I don't mean to brag on my own region, but I think we got some of the best damn food around. Just wanted to put
I'm willing to accept that challenge.
Because New Orleans, they have the whole Cajun scene down there with the food. Mm-hmm. Texas, I heard has one of the best. If you do go in the South, I heard Texas is probably one of the best places to find food at down in the South. I'm not gonna lie. Texas took the reins on that one from Georgia. Yeah, I will let them have it. But yeah, definitely Texas will probably be the best place you want to go down here for food, as far as I've learned from other people. So
yeah, I'm pretty into spice, especially with food. So the Cajun scene would definitely, I think that would be good for me.
right. All right, man. So let me get to this question. I'm interested in this one as well. What made you go the lyrical route? Like your style merges like lyrical ability and mood music together in like a very dope and unique way. Like what made you take that lane to incorporate that, that much focus into your lyrics while mixing it with the mood music? And like, how do you do it? Does it come easy to you, or?
Sometimes and sometimes not. Like, so it's a lot of times, like I was saying, it comes as like one single clear picture, almost like I'm watching like TV in my head, and it's like I can see like all the pieces kind of forming. But other times it's really fragmented and fucked up, and I have to like decode it in a way. And so I think that like the connecting of making it like the mood music aspect of it that you're talking about, that kind of comes in like post-production, like after the song's been laid out as a demo, when I go back in and I add in, things like harmonies or, effects, little like background things. That's where things really kind of come together. Like I always have one session with the producer to track the song, one session to kind of come back and kind of fuck with the song and really, bring it to a full production value. Right. And then a third session to listen and pretty much just listen to it and over and with other songs as well, and then take a break and listen to it again and just make sure that it's like not looking at us cockeyed and kind of it's all good. And then if it's all set, then it's a good product. But it requires his approval too, because like I really value his production. His name is Adam Shepard. He's a great producer, so if you want to work with him, he's on Facebook, and if you can't find him, you can contact me and I'll give you his info. He's a great producer.
Right. Shout out to Adam, man. He definitely does a good damn job, man. Your shit sounds great. I love artists that have that good quality music, even though they might not have $1 million budget like the majors. The way that he's doing a damn good job, man. So that kind of leads me to the next question. What does John Penman's recording sessions look like? Like, what do you need in every studio session? Just how does it go down with you when you record?
Usually, I like to have, there's a dispensary right down the street from his house. So I like to get like one pre-roll, and then usually we'll order food. Like we'll get usually this place called Amici's. It's really good pizza.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We'll get like, usually we get the same pizza every single time. It's like Cajun all over instead of just on the crust. Then we get a butter garlic crust with pineapple, bacon, jalapenos, and red pepper flakes. And then we get it well done, thin crust.
Holy shit, that's an interesting fucking pizza right there. It sounds like it would be great.
It's delicious. I highly recommend. And we kind of just like eat that and do that, and like that's probably not the best thing for my voice, but I just, it works and feels good for me. And I think maybe I'll stop that soon so that I can actually get more stop fucking my throat up like that. But I don't know, it's worked so far.
Right. And so I also want to know this, man. I was listening to a few of your songs as well, and I noticed that you really do like to harmonize a lot as well. And I love that aspect of how, because you can come so damn hard with your lyrics. You got a few tracks on there. I mean, you're spitting your fucking ass off, but then you got a lot of tracks where you got a good harmonizing hook on it, and then you still kill it with the lyrics and the verses, man. So I mean, was you always like that when you since you've been making music, or did you kind of develop that over time?
Yeah, that was developed over time, kind of, because it was like when I started doing rap, it was a lot shittier. So it was like a lot, like really, I didn't really have like the most solid flow in the beginning, and that I wasn't really doing a ton of like harmonizing or singing or anything. But I think the complexity just came as I had a better understanding of rap and hip hop, because like anyone that does it is a student of it, so it's
absolutely,
it's almost like martial arts in a way, or something like that. Like hip hop is kind of passed down from teacher to student.
Right. All right. Let me ask you this, man. Do you enjoy the video creating process just as much as the music, or do you like one more than the other a little bit?
I like the music definitely more because the videos are stressful in a way. They take a lot of work, like, because I'm not a professional video editor, so it's like I try my best, and people do seem to like them, and that's fine, and I appreciate what you were saying about them. But if I'm to be real, I'm like always at the very end, I'm like, I hope this looks like pretty good. Like, I'll be like, I think it looks good, but it's also edited on my phone, so I'm just doing my best. So I think music is definitely better as an experience for me, but the videos can be fun as well if they're not too difficult or anything like that.
Right. Well, I would put this out there to you, man, just speaking from a fan here. Definitely, man, I'm gonna need you to put a little more trust in yourself as far as judging your videos, man, because you definitely know what the fuck you're doing, because they come out dope. They're very unique, very artistic, got a lot of theatrics played out in them. You do your shit, so definitely trust yourself a little more with that video process, because you do got an eye for it. You know what you're doing, man, so definitely keep those pumping out. And like I said, I'm ready to just see how much you elevate them every one you drop with your new music. I'm just waiting to see the shit, man. You got me real hyped for it. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't had a guest on yet that I've like instantly became like a serious fan of. Like, I love everybody else's music that I've interviewed and shit. They're good people. I rock with them and all, but you're probably the first one I had on here that I literally became like a real big fan of, just instantly like that, listening to your catalog and shit earlier, man. You got a dope movement going on over there, and I'm ready to go along for the ride, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm excited to come to your area for tour whenever that's allowed, but until then I've been trying to book, I've been talking to like people, and when people are commenting on my posts and stuff, they're like, come to wherever, and so I started messaging them and being like, listen, and this goes for you as well, man. Like, I've been asking people, like, if you have a venue around you, or some strings that can be pulled to put together a show, I'm more than happy to travel and bring an artist from here and put together a small cap show, something safe, COVID compliant.
Right.
But I'm trying to do stuff like that right now, little like one-off shows in different states, since a tour would feel a bit more irresponsible. But maybe one-offs, throughout the year leading into 2022 would be kind of cool. So I'm definitely trying to bring this on the road, like as soon as fucking possible.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I would love to book you in my area, but the biggest major club we had down here, we only had one major one. It burnt down not too long ago, and then the only other one I know of is not a real safe place, so I wouldn't book you for that. Yeah, man, but maybe one day we'll get a new club built down here that's worth a damn, and we can try to get you down this way for real, man.
Always down.
Definitely got to look out for that, man. So we're finna wrap this up here, man. So I want you to just give everybody everywhere to follow you, find you at, any projects you got coming out, do any shout outs, just go crazy, man. The floor is yours right now.
I appreciate that. You can find me at JNPNMN, kind of like it's just my name without vowels. So you can just type in my name, John Penman, anywhere. I'll pop up on Facebook or Instagram or wherever. Just type in the name and you'll find my stuff. I'm on all the streaming platforms and all that other shit. I'm infectious. I try to put myself everywhere, like a disease, but not a bad one.
Right.
Like a good one, a good disease, not like a COVID.
Right. Absolutely, man. Well, John, I appreciate you coming on, man. Definitely just send me all your information in the inbox just so I can put it in the video for everybody to find when it gets posted, man. Again, thank you for coming on the show, man. I had a good time, man. This was a dope one.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate the opportunity to come on.